The thing I hate about MDickie is that, he comes out here and he's always saying, I do the work of 10 people in a tenth of the time. I do the work of 10 people like it ain't Well, hell, son, I can't do the work of one person in 10 times the time that he does it. But he runs around showing off. That's all he's about. He's a bragger and he shows off way too much. And I think he needs to be brought down a peg or two.
That's exactly what gets me mad. This whole one-man show gimmick. What he doesn't realize is that the games would be better if he didn't do the work of 10 people. The graphics would be better, the sound would be better, the music would be a damn sight better. And on top of that, the biggest tragedy, I imagine, is that he's taking away jobs. If he swallowed his pride and shared the workload a little bit, there'd be 9 other jobs. 9. And, that's the biggest tragedy here.
What gets me so mad is that he puts his name on everything. The little son of a has that MDickie logo, that MDickie persona. That little MD son of a thing. He has that on everything, and he rubs it in. I want to see him put his name on me, little son of a If he puts his name on me, or anyone in this arena tonight, I'll kick his I'd love to see that. I'd love to see him put his name on me.
Yes, this is the MDickie show. In case you haven't guessed, this is a Jerry Springer style rip-off brawling game. If you've been watching the wrestling episodes, it's basically the same thing, but before each confrontation there is a promo or discussion. Now, I'm doing this bonus episode because someone mentioned in the comments for the wrestling game, wouldn't it be good if someone voiced the characters in that? So I instantly thought, well, why not visit the MDickie show, because that's exactly what it is. Now, I did do an LP of this probably 2 years ago now, but my recording software wasn't that great and it wasn't very good, so if you did watch that then and wondering, hang about, I've heard this guy before, then that's why. But I'm only doing this as a bonus episode, so let's jump straight into it, shall we? And yes, a quick little introduction. You choose either side, one's a good side, one's a bad side. We're going to choose the bad side. Now, I do believe in the career mode, quote unquote, if the bad guys keep winning, you like get bad ratings or some shit, and vice versa, I don't know. This was made in 04, so as you can tell the graphics are awful, and they're voiced by MDickie. So that's why I'm speaking so fast to get all the info in for the delicious voiced by MDickie speeches.
I know you've been sat backstage wondering exactly why I brought you on today's show. Well, let me put you out of your misery and reveal to the whole world the reason I brought you on today's show. You see, I'll make it real easy for you. You're fired! Fired, you know!
What? I can't believe it. You brought me on the show to say that. All this morning you were smiles. Hey, come on the MDickie show. I got something great to tell you. I got something great to share with the whole world. Turns out you're gonna let me go. Well, you're just a no-good two-faced lying. What's your problem?
What's my problem? I'll tell you my problem. My problem is that I found out that you've been fraternizing with the enemy. I found out that you've been making deals on the sly with other companies. And quite frankly, I don't appreciate it. But my biggest problem is one of my star employees not doing the right thing for the business that made it. Not doing the right thing, quite frankly, for the employees and the management that got him where he is today.
You're a cold, bitter piece of shit. You know that? If you can't have me, nobody can. Is that your deal? Well, you know what? I see you brought me out on TV, hoping that I wouldn't make a big deal, hoping that I wouldn't make a scene. Well, you know what? You chose the wrong show for that. You see, the MDickie show is all about making a scene. It's all about justice and getting what's coming to you. That's exactly what's going to happen right now. You want to fight? I'll give you a fight. You want to take my job? I'll take your life.
Ooh. There we are. Christ, look how fast these guys run. It's insane. It doesn't have the lovely refinement of his wrestling game, does it? Wow, this is mental.
So you're just no good two-faced liar.
Yeah, so this is basically what it is. We have to fight, much like the wrestling games, get their life down to 0. Oh my god, this feels so terrible compared to the rest of the game we're currently LP in. Wow, it's like jelly. And yes, there is a career mode in this game. You've got different stories that you have to work through. They're all the same premise. You have a... oh my god. You have a sort of arbitrary story, which is good to go through because, as I say, each one of them is voiced by MDickie himself, which is so bad it's good. As with any MDickie game, of course. So yeah, I'm only doing this as a little break from the Management Edition. Oh gosh, the feel of this game is so remarkably bad. You can pick this up for yourself if you like, as it's free. This used to be retail, incredibly. Can you believe that? People paid for it. And yeah, this is pretty much it. It's just a little cheeky brawler. Oops. With wrestling moves, of course. Oh, and the random falling down features, no less. And this is Mr. Wackax and Victor McCoy, or Vince McMahon, and Dickie's favourite. You'll notice in the Management Edition episodes, Wackax only sort of has one arm. So this is the rare time you've seen him with all of his limbs. I know, what a surprise, eh? Alright, let's get down to business with the 2H sword. Tell you what this reminds me of, this sword. I used to play RuneScape back in 2002. Remember the old Rune two-hander sword? That's what it reminds me of. Those are the days, eh? Dear. Goody goon. I think this is pretty much, in terms of mechanics, like, oh fucking hell, Jack Rabbit, Jazz Jack-a-Rabbit. I think we've just got to get the health. Whoops. Well, what the hell is that? Oops, well, that worked. Nothing's changed, is it? Vince, you're right. Is that George Bush? The president, or the old president, is back on the MDickie show. Oh, what a madness. It's quite interesting to see how his games, MDickie's games, have changed. The movement and the feel of this game is just so strange in comparison. I do believe actually you can make your own little segments on this. So if you can record your own WAV files or wave files, and it will play out like you've just seen. I've never done it before, but I would assume it's fairly easy for those inclined. I'm sure we could voice our own ones. That'd be quite funny. Oh, he's pissed now. So pissed he's giving me a cuddle. Even in this early game, Matt still looks like a cunt. Yeah. Crowd's popping for that. I can't get up, I can't move. Yep, that'll work. I have no idea what's going on. As ever. Oh, is that TNT? One thing I do remember from the old wrestling games is that when you got to low health, you would walk around like this. It doesn't do it in the game we're playing. The current wrestling one. It used to be really annoying, as you could imagine. Right, can we, fuck. Oh no. God.
You're fired, you little...
Oh, that's a Kodak moment. Oh man. Do we have to pin, or what the hell do we have to do? No indication as ever. I'm guessing we're just gonna... Ideally I'd like to get the TNT. Not being fucking gang rapes. Oh... I'll be the one going for the TNT, won't I? Oh, there we go. Oh! Oh! Fucking hell, it made me jump! I lost my arm as well. One way to cross the boss, isn't it? That's one thing I did like about the old games. There was a sort of texture wrap. Like, as you can see, the skin's gone all dark, but the new games don't do that. So you can tell if someone... I suppose it's like the old cartoons, isn't it? When, like Roadrunner, or what's the fucking dog, the coyote, just getting the black over him. Oh, kicking a willy. And yeah, so I'm just watching it. You get the same sort of thing each time. Then it goes seamlessly onto the next thing, I believe, but yeah, it does save it. And yeah, that is it. So hope you enjoyed that fucking mess. And every story is voiced by MDickie himself, so it's quite interesting to go through. Let's just say, I know it's spoilers, but there is a segment on there where it involves nudists and the genitals are modelled, so I'll leave that one with you. Have a good one.